What's lurking in your fridge, your pantry, even under your sink? It might not just be dinner. It could be danger. More and more every month are quietly being recalled due to hidden threats. So the question is, could your home be harboring these hazard threats right now? Stay with me because over the next few minutes, we're gonna go over the latest list. I just got a brand new one and more are coming out nearly daily. We're gonna uncover the recalls that you need to know about today to keep you and your family safe. My name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. If you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most of all, news and awareness, stuff that you want to know about, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. Got quite a list for you guys today that you guys need to know. As many of you know, I work out of Puerto Rico much of the year, but I'm back in the Northwest at Riverside Homestead, and boy has it been cold and crazy weather, from 75 degrees all the way down to freezing this morning. Let me know what state you guys are in and what kind of weather you're experiencing. More importantly, let's get to the barn and get you that information. All right, here we go. Quite a list, and some of them are like, you're gonna wanna know, like things that you drink all the way to coffee. For those of you that don't know, we're out in the barn. This is where I do some of my filming. It's usually a pretty quiet spot unless the chickens are laying eggs. First on the list, FDA issues a recall, severe health risk of coffee grounds from 15 states due to a labeling mishap. We're talking thousands of pounds, thousands and thousands of pounds. They're saying a report from an agency revealed that 692 cases of the Traverse City Cherry artificially flavored decaf light roast ground coffee were incorrectly labeled decaffeinated despite containing the normal amount of caffeine. That right there could be bad news for some folks. Massimo Zanetti Beverage USA issued a voluntary recall of its 12-ounce packages of mislabeled coffee. So you may not want that coffee if it's wrong, right? So states that are affected are Colorado, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, North Carolina, North Dakota, Nebraska, Ohio, South Dakota, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Another one for you breakfast eaters. Pancakes. Pearl Milling Company recalled pancakes and waffle mix sold in Iowa and Illinois.
Co is recalling 10,000 boxes of pancake mix. That's because the mix contains milk, which isn't declared on the label and could be a risk for those with allergies. The 2-pound boxes of Pearl Mill pancake and waffles mix has the best by date of September 13th, 2025. They say those boxes could have been bought as early as last November. Iowa and Illinois are 2 of the 11 states the mix was sold in.
So this recall pertains to possibly containing milk, when it might say it doesn't have milk, which could be a really big deal to people that have allergies. So if you got this box, and I think a 2-pound box, you might want to check that out. Anyway, they recalled 10,000 boxes, and you guys could have bought that as early all the way back to November 2024. Do any of you use shampoo and conditioner out there? I'm sure most of you do. Urgent recall for shampoo sold at Walmart and Amazon that could cause antibiotic resistant, get this, could cause antibiotic resistant infections. How does this even happen anymore, right? It says an urgent recall has been issued for a shampoo stocked at a number of popular retailers such as Walmart and Amazon that could cause an infection after the product was contaminated. If the ingredients weren't bad enough, right? Let's read some more of this because they're saying like this is some serious risk. Walmart recently issued a large recall across 20 states for a number of food items. Now the shampoo has been recalled due to potential contamination with Klebsiella oxytoca. Never heard of that before. They're saying it's a bacterium found in the gut, which outside of the gut can cause serious infection. How in the heck did that get in the shampoo bottle? And meanwhile, everyone's just scrubbing it on their head when it's supposed to be super dangerous outside of your gut. I'm telling you folks, you can't make this stuff up anymore. Absolutely insane. The infection is common in care homes, great, and intensive care, fabulous. It can cause serious pneumonia-like symptoms, go figure, as well as urinary tract infections. Exposure to these bacteria can lead to infections affecting the eyes, nose, and skin. Even Amazon is recalling it after they found it posed a serious risk. They're saying the manufacturer warned individuals with compromised immune systems may experience additional adverse reactions. They're saying if you experience any kind of symptoms to seek medical attention. Like, really? Seriously, if you happen to know anyone that uses that brand and has flu-like symptoms, high fever, chills, shortness of breath, mucus, and cough, like seriously, you wash your head when you take a shower and you're supposed to relate that to that? Gotta be kidding me. Anyway, you might want to go down that rabbit hole if that's you. And there's another product that you might use at home, cleaning product that is very, very popular. I know a lot of you use it, and especially my Latino friends. Very popular with them. It's Fabuloso. Fabuloso, check it out.
There's an important consumer alert tonight about a popular cleaning product that may be infected with bacteria. Colgate-Palmolive has recalled nearly 5 million bottles of Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaner. The bottles were sold at major retailers, including Amazon, Walmart, and Home Depot.
5 million bottles. And I know I see that at nearly every store that I go to now. It's a very popular cleaner, and it's made by Colgate-Palmolive. Bacterial contamination. And you're sitting there trying to clean stuff. It's saying it's because a preservative was not added to the intended levels during manufacturing. Speaking of preservatives and all the other ingredients in these things, real quick, if you guys are tired of all this garbage, toxic ingredients and crazy recalls, and it's time for you to switch to American-made non-toxic stuff, nearly all the stuff that you buy month to month regarding your consumer goods, it's what we do. We help people switch to a better store. If you're looking for an option, we've got a team that can help you. I know a lot of people are getting fed up and they just want a store that they can trust. You need to move on to all these other things. I'll leave a link for that in the pinned comment and also down in the top of the description. Any of you guys eat beef? The largest beef recall to hit the US. Look at this Hallmark meat packaging plant. They were seen using brutal methods to cajole weakened, potentially sick cows to slaughter. And this plant was providing meat to Westland Meat Company. Get this, which in turn was distributing the beef to national school lunch programs, as well as families and elderly individuals in need. Massive recall. I'm talking about 143 million pounds. This incident ranked one of the most deadly recall foods in American history. Do you guys realize all the meat that you're seeing at the grocery store is like hyper processed? You know the red coloring that you probably think is the blood in the meat? It's not. We're talking about preservatives. There's hardly any meat out there that's just as raw as it gets and as clean as it gets. Everything is, you just can't get away from the high processing these days, and all the additives, including hormones, antibiotics, and the stuff that they put in it to make it look fresh. It's not what it would really look like. And I'm telling you guys, there is a ton of health risks associated, and this is just one of them. Eating more ultra-processed foods tied to cognitive decline and stroke. More and more is coming out. MSN News, beef is healthy if unprocessed. Study find. Yeah, you remember when they used to tell us that beef was really, really bad for you, don't eat red meat? Well, I personally think that has a lot to do with if you're eating a lot of sugar and a lot of carbs. But the fact of the matter is this stuff that you see, it's like a big illusion these days. And that's another thing we help people with. If you guys want the good stuff, we got connections to that. And look, I don't want to deep dive beef right now. I got another video coming up. I'm going to exploit the you-know-what out of the stuff that they're selling you out there. So if you want that information, make sure that notification bell's on and the bell's hit, because I got a doozy of information that I'm building up for that video. Any of you guys still drink soda out there? One of the biggest ones, one of the most popular. You're gonna want to watch this.
New this morning, Atlanta-based Coca-Cola is recalling more than 10,000 cans of the popular soda. The FDA says the 12-count packs of Coca-Cola original cans could possibly be contaminated with plastic. The recall only affects certain batches of the soda sold in Wisconsin and Illinois, not here in Georgia.
So those of you out there still drinking Coca-Cola, these days it comes with a dose of plastic. And the meat stick thing is getting worse. Up to 29,000 pounds of meat sticks recalled after metal fragments found. So if you guys are buying those, you might want to look into that. You don't need to be consuming more stuff with metal. Any of you guys eat eggs out there? I know a lot of you do. And sometimes we want to save a little time, save a little effort, and buy those liquid eggs in the cartons, because you just open the thing up, pour them into the pan, and you're ready to go. Saves on a lot of hustle and bustle and time. Bad news. Liquid eggs, food products are recalled, may have been distributed nationwide. I'm telling you, when you guys try to do the shortcuts and you start getting into the processed aspect of food, it's always a downhill slide. Over 212,000 pounds 212,000 pounds of liquid egg products that may contain a cleaning solution with sodium hypochlorite and being recalled nationwide. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food Safety and Inspection Services, the FCIS, announced Friday. How about some cleaning solution with your liquid eggs? Now, I don't know if they've got a production date on these cartons, but it says it was March 12th and 13th of 2025 that this batch came out. And again, it was 212,268 pounds of liquid egg product that have a number G1804 printed on the carton. You guys want to know what states that mostly was in? It's saying that it was shipped to distributors in Ohio and Texas, as well as food service use in America, which is a big one. And these are distributors in Ohio and Texas, so they might be going to other states. They're also saying the food service in California, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, and Iowa. But don't be fooled by just those few states. They're saying that this could have been distributed nationwide. They're considering it a class 3 recall. Anyway, it looks like there's a handful of these. So if you guys get the liquid eggs, I think mostly in carton, then you might want to go down this rabbit hole and find out if it's one of these ones. I'll just snap a shot right here so you guys can quickly see if that's the one that's currently in your fridge or one that you use. Here's one for you guys that are saving a little bit of money shopping at the dollar store. They're saying dollar stores are full of toxic product. Now look, if they're gonna make a product where you save a ton of money, chances are they're gonna be using the cheapest of the cheapest ingredients. And most all of those are gonna be processed and probably made in a lab. They're saying, according to recent reports, that a new report from Campaign for Healthier Solutions found that more than half of 226 dollar store product tested in both United States and Canadian stores contain questionable chemicals. So look, I know some of you guys struggle financially and you have to go to the dollar store to get what you need, but the question I would ask is the risk worth the reward? I know in my case, I would learn how to do things at home. I would grow an indoor garden if I needed to. I would find people that make stuff homemade. That's what YouTube's for. You can learn how to do just about anything. Make your own soaps, make your own shampoo. If money is that big of a problem, figure out how to do this stuff at home with clean ingredients, because what might be at the end of this road, maybe 5 years down the road, disease, cancer, I don't know. You do the research and things just start adding up. We've got quite a few more. I always get a list from these guys too. It's called kidadvisory.com. Food recalls, US, the complete list for parents. This gives you a really good list if you just want to comb through them every once in a while, if you don't happen to catch me. When I see there's a good grip of new recalls, I usually jump on here and make a video for you guys to make sure you're aware. But a couple that I haven't mentioned, they're saying FDA advises restaurants and retailers not to serve or sell and consumers not to eat certain frozen foods, half-shelf oysters from Republic of Korea. They're saying that they're potentially contaminated with the norovirus. How are you supposed to know that, right? Another one, Cromer Food Service Incorporation recalls chicken salad on white sandwich due to undeclared milk allergen. That's becoming more and more popular, the old milk thing. Frito-Lay issues limited recall for Tostitos Cantina traditional yellow corn tortilla chips for undeclared milk. Idaho Smokehouse Partners recall ready-to-eat beef sticks products due to possible foreign matter. Anyway, folks, I don't want this video to be too long. If I missed a couple, put them down in the comments and I will try to, especially the pinned comment, put them in the pinned comment section and I will review them and try to get them into a video. Most important thing is keeping you guys informed with up-to-date news and awareness. If you guys appreciate that, please hit the thumbs up. Please share this out because this is how people learn this kind of information. And be sure to watch for my deep dive on the beef. If you don't have time for it, I've got one right up here that also goes into some beef stuff. Another one exploiting a whole bunch of stuff in this video. Again, for those of you looking for a safer, healthier option that you can trust, link in the pinned comment and down in the top of the description. Stay tuned because I got a lot more coming down the pipe to share with you guys. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you on the next one.